Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about my plan so far. It's not very in-depth because I am still a noob at RuneScape, but I assume that some of you guys are too, and that you don't know a lot about the game like I do. So I'm just wanting to go over what I know so far about what I want to choose, and basically I'm just gonna go with the flow. I made like a little presentation of what I want to go over with you guys on how for sure I am on certain things and things that I've learned through watching different YouTube creators the past couple of days. I'm very excited though because we are T minus 30 hours until League starts, and I'm just super excited. All the hype that's been going around right now is really nice, especially from Jagex themselves. Just coming out with like a new relic every single day has been so great. So let's just look into this PowerPoint I just made, well, presentation I just made. Basically, my goal is to focus on as much high-level combat as I can. Since I don't really know a lot about end level PVM or skilling or whatever, I've only learned what I have done so far in the game, which is not that much. I have literally like 15 days of game time. Like I do have a lot of RuneScape 3 knowledge, but old school I'm still learning every single day and with what you guys tell me in the comments. So that's just mainly my goal, is just to have fun. First of all, is to have fun. That's the most important part. And to expose myself to as much high level content as I can. I'm going to be playing every day except for 1 week in December. I'm going down to visit my family that I haven't seen in 6 months. It kind of sucks that it's during leagues, but I miss my family and that's more important to me. So that's basically my goal so far. So for combat relics, I'm stuck between mage and melee. I definitely don't want to pick ranged because I know ranged is still really strong in the normal game. So I want to learn one of these two. I decided I want to learn one of these two combat styles. I'm more leaning towards melee because I asked my fiance, I was like, I literally don't know which one to pick. And he said melee, and he knows nothing about the game. I literally just told him to pick one for me. It's nice that mage, you save a lot of runes, and there's a lot of like, you know, you get 2-tick with certain weapons that I still don't really understand, you know, which ones and all that stuff. But melee is really cool too because you have the immunity to poison and dragonfire and all that, and that just seems pretty OP as well. So I don't know, I can't really decide. Maybe I'll pick, you know, by the time I do the tasks so that I can access my first relic, then my first combat relic, unless they let you get it right at the beginning. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so that's where I'm stuck right now, leaning more towards melee. I'm like 60-40 melee mage, so we'll see. But basically in this video I'm going over like the combat relics and then the tier 1 relics. Everything else we're kind of up in the air about, so I don't really want to choose yet because I don't know which ones are going up against each other. So I'm just going to go with the flow. Honestly, day 1 is just going to be, day 1 and probably day 2 is just going to be me trying to do as many tasks as I can so that I can unlock relics, because I've heard last recall is pretty cool too, and based on your skill level lowers the cooldown for last recall, which seems pretty cool to me. If I do choose melee, then these are the 3 regions I'm going to pick. Sorry, I literally just took a screenshot of the wiki for like the areas. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do it in this order. I'm probably going to do Asgarnia first, just because Falador and all those, and you know, I don't think Catherby is technically Asgarnia. I think that's Kandarin, but Asgarnia, then Mauritania, no, then Great Corend, and then Mauritania is what I'm going to do. I've been watching, like I said earlier, I've been watching a lot of videos from other content creators that actually know what they're talking about. One of them is UIMSampson. He's an Ultimate Iron Man he was in Dragon Cup in previous leagues. And then the other one that does really, really, really well in-depth reviews is called Doubleshine. I highly recommend you guys follow them and watch their content because they're really good at what they do. And I've been watching their videos to help me decide. But they were talking about, you know, what area has what, so then I can figure out what I want. And I found that the scythe is the best melee weapon, and that is from Mauritania to Theater of Blood. And like I said earlier, I wanted to make sure that I have access to as many raids as I can, but also making it viable for like my combat style. So Korend, I'll have Chambers of Zarek, and then Mauritania, I'll have Theater of Blood. I know nothing about these, literally nothing. And Asgarnia will give me Goblin Ascension so I can get Bandos armor right here. So this is Dinah's Din's, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bulwark. And they call it the door. Apparently it's really good when you bring it down from 5 ticking to 2 ticking. So that comes from Chamber of Zarek. So my plan is to do Asgarnia and then work towards getting, actually, maybe Mauritania will be better because then I can get Barrow's armor and then I can go to Korend. And then I can go back to Mauritania. Or I just do Asgarnia, get Bandos, then go to Chambers of Zarek, and then go to Theater of Blood. I don't quite know yet, haven't decided the order. It's between these two first, Mauritania and Asgarnia. Mauritania doesn't have that much skilling to do, so maybe Asgarnia. Either way, this is the melee route that I've decided on. And then the mage route, I'm still iffy. I know I want to do Mauritania so that I can get this Sanguinesti staff. The desert, obviously, really good for magic because you have the mage training arena. And then it gives me access to Tombs of a Masket. And then I'm stuck between these two. Kandarin for the demonic gorillas, which I guess they drop necklaces, occult necklaces. I've never done demonic gorillas. I just know from watching those guys that the necklaces and the rings are really good from there. And then Korend gives you... What did I want Korend? Oh, I think Ancestral's from Korend, is it? So Ancestral is from Korend, Chambers of Zarek, and then Virtus is from the desert. So I could just go for Virtus and then do Kandarin instead of Korend, or I can do all these three. Still haven't chosen. But if I do all 3 of these, then that's 3 raids, and I don't know if I can do 3 raids in 7 weeks. So probably not Korend, probably Kandarin. And I think already this would give access to Piscatoris, and the Kraken is there. I've never done the Kraken. He's just like a high-level Slayer monster, but I've never done him before. Not really sure what else is there, but we'll be learning together. I'm very excited because I know like all these other people know what they're doing and know what they're talking about, and I feel like I want to take this as like a learning opportunity so that when I go back to the main game, I know a little bit more and I don't feel like such a noob. I know like no one's judging or whatever because everybody has to learn somehow, but I'm just really excited to have access to like higher XP rates so that I can get to these places faster so I can learn more things. So it's going to be really cool. And then my tier 1 relic. So there's 3. There's Endless Harvest, Trickster, and Production Prodigy. I'm probably going to pick this one just because it just seems better to... Well, Endless Harvest is just double gathering for those 3 skills, and then it banks everything. Not really that big of a deal. And then Trickster is with thieving and agility, which is a lot of the tasks are agility related. So I don't want to have the greaves that just give me agility XP and then I can't do those tasks. So this seems like it's better in my opinion, because everything, like it says here, smelting ores, everything is processed at once. Smelting ores, fletching logs, cleaning herbs, cooking food, crafting leather, everything. And there's a 25% chance that you will make an extra product, which will be sent straight to your bank. And all of your levels are boosted by 12. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people agree with this one being one of the best. I think I've also heard people say they want to do Trickster for the thieving. Is 100% accurate, which is, it kind of enticed me a little bit. But this one is just, it's too good to pass up. So this one's definitely going to be the first one that I unlock. And I wanted to show you guys also something. So there's this website called leagueplans.com. I highly recommend it. I found it from doubleshine. He was showing this on his YouTube page that he found from some guy in his Discord. I don't remember his name. But you can go here and you can look at all of the tasks that have been confirmed and plan your route. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make like a day 1 list, day 2 list, day 3 list, and write down like what I want to complete before I go to bed that day, what areas I want to go into. So the first time I used it, I was very confused. So I'm going to show you real quick. You go here to steps and let's title this day 1. And then you go to the day 1 section here and then you make another step. So like, let's say I want to, when I get in, let's just say wood cutting. Then I would go here and search for a wood cutting one, chop some logs. So you would right click, complete. And it shows here under effects. Then you can also put here some requirements that you would need, what tools, what level, all that good stuff. So it's pretty nice. I am going to be making that list for myself. Highly recommend you use it if you would like to. And then there's a quest diaries page on here as well. But yeah, so that's all I have. Like I said, it's not very in depth. I plan on, for the schedule for uploading, I plan on playing every day, and then at the end of the day, I'm going to edit my content and then make it into a video to post at night of that day's progress. I was originally going to be streaming, but I think this would be better for me because then I could just record all day and then write down the times that I need to go back and edit those parts in to the video. And you guys can just watch my whole progress for the day. So in this, one little quick video, I don't know how long they're going to be yet. I want to probably say like 30 minutes to an hour. I want to keep it still decently long, but not too long, so that I can still edit them before bed and render them to upload, since they do take a little bit to do it when it's longer. But yeah, that's the plan right now. And like I said, I will not be home December 2nd to the 9th. So I'll probably still bring my, I'm going to still bring my iPad so that I can still fish and like collect resources that I need to. But then when I get back, we don't get back until really late on the 9th, so I probably won't play until the next day. So it sucks that I want to miss out on a whole week, but that's okay. It's totally fine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you all are as excited as I am and that you have your plans. If not, go with the flow. Just don't feel pressured that you don't know what you want to do yet, because I literally don't know what I'm doing, and I am just going to learn with you guys. So I am very excited. I'm not going to be playing when it comes out like immediately because I'll be asleep. I tried fixing my sleep schedule. It didn't quite work out, so I'm probably not going to get on until like 12 o'clock my time, and it gets released at 7. So the first 6 hours I'm not going to be online, but that's okay. Feel free to add me in game. It's Melanie ASMR, so we can chat it up while we are all making some games. And I hope that you Have a great rest of your night. Happy leagues!